said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent...
The city of Seattle, known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a Wet n Wild CenturyLink field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 11.
Let's go. You tighten up. Let's go. 21.
On play action. Now Breeze. He'll air it out deep for... That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His second touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in Week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
At their own 23-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Pick up with 6.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hey, watch it.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Quinton Dunbar.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now a play fake. Breeze. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
A 3-yard pickup.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Wilson. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Check. Go.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down, New Orleans.
Ready.
7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Ready. Watch the safety clear. He's check.
On play action, it's Breeze. Looking downfield for Jones. He's got it at the 15.
Don't worry about it,
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Complete.
Julio Jones.
Touchdown.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Saquon Barkley. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Saints 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Play action. Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. On 1st down, Murray. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Past the 20, a breakaway for Michael Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here.
Check 55. Check 55. 3 buys.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30.
Oh, my.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On 2nd down now, Barkley. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Saquon Barkley, the ball.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Open man, it's Allen. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
On the move to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The ball carrier.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. To throw is Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Barkley able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. Hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Breeze now. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Saints.
Breeze now on 1st down. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. back at the 47-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A final shot before half for Breeze. Looking deep for Julio. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. They'll throw now on the final play. And this is going to be caught. So they get 2 more on the half's final play, and they shave 8 off this deficit as we head to the break. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Lockett, the return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And Barkley did not get there.
Barkley on the
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zach Bourne. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
He was brought down.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Murray. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Breeze. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score is Saints 34, Seahawks 30.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Lockett the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. To throw again. Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. On 3rd down, Barkley. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
At the 39-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Going deep here for Allen. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the night as they have taken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Here's Harris to return it. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may...
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Touchdown.
Michael Thomas 63 yards as his guys have now moved out in front. But yes, Michael Thomas is a volume receiver, but he can also make some really big plays, especially with Drew Brees throwing the football.
I love the way you described it. Volume receiver who can also make big plays. In other words, if you underestimate him, he'll run past you or he'll just jump over the top of you and continue to make those big plays.
Lockett the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They go play action with Wilson. Out to his left. He's going to look for Allen. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They go play action now. Wilson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Play action. Now Wilson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead.
44, Saints 41.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. First down on play action. Now Breeze. On the crossing route, complete. That's Thomas. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They'll run on first down. Royal, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Saints 48, Seahawks 44.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the play fake. Wilson going deep here for Allen. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Keenan Allen, 72 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the fourth. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet.
The kickoff for Seattle.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more. He's got a man, complete. A breakaway for Michael Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown,
Michael Thomas, 72 yards. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Saints 55, Seahawks 50.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Barkley, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Rolling to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Off play action. Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Wilson to throw. And this will be incomplete. Real physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Off the play fake. Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
56, Saints 55. Michael.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down.
4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Tonight's final score, Seahawks.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way on my sleeve. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crazy still balling like an offspring. Just for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in the even blood across. cross it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want to go.